Hi, I'm Barbara. Welcome to MSTS. Thin gold bookcases are all over the home decor magazines. This is a very sturdy little black one from Ikea for $34. It comes with glass shelves. You can also get one twice as wide for $54, but $52, we can only do the smaller one for you. But these would be fantastic. Flanking a sofa, do a pair of these, put some interesting books and art objects into them. They'll be fantastic in a formal living room, or you could do it with a different kind of paint and put it into an industrial like kids room. But with the glass shelves, probably not so much in a kids room. It's kind of a delicate piece once you get rid of the black. So I'm actually going to paint mine, not with my favorite Design Master Gold, because I didn't love how that turned out on the bar cart that we used. And when I'm painting metals, I find that I really kind of like the textured, hammered paints on these. They give a more interesting finish. So this is the Rust-Oleum hammered. They had the gold color that most appealed to me, is really basically what it boiled down to. So if I have any issues with it, I let you know. But I've used these many times before, and I'm really comfortable that the hammered finish will cover up the holes and the little crevices really nicely. So we're going to add an X pattern to the end of our bookcases. X's have been a decorative motif since the ancient Romans and Greeks, and they're never going to go out of style. So what I did is I purchased some screen molding, any small piece of wood. I wouldn't use balsa wood, that wouldn't hold up. But it's just a nice, lightweight, simple piece. I cut a 45-degree angle on the end. And I am then going to cut only one end. Now there's a good chance this other piece will fall out while I do this, but bear with me. I'm going to put it in, line it up, and make a mark at the top, knowing that the mark at the top is where I need to line it up on the saw. Then just for my own peace of mind, I like to draw the line so I know which way when I get to the saw my angle is supposed to go. Then I'm also going to mark where the center of the X is, because once I have these cut, I'm going to take it down and drill a hole. I'm not going to do this here because these are so small, they'll just snap if I try and use a drill. I'm going to lay them on a flat surface, a scrap piece of wood, so the drill can go into it and drill right through the middle. And then I'm going to use these great brass bolts and washers that I found. I think it's going to be a fantastic accent piece. So the way I'm going to do this is cut all of them, attach them. This is called Power Grab by Loctite. It is the same kind of construction adhesive that comes in a caulking gun. But for ease of use, it's in this tube. And so I love that. If I'm just doing a smaller project, it works fantastic. I'm going to attach all of those and then drill my holes. And then I'm going to paint the entire thing before I add the bolts and before I put the glass shelves in. So I wanted to show you the bookcase with the X's all in place. I'm kind of loving this two-tone look. I'm still going to paint mine gold because it's going in my office, and that's the right solution for me. But you could lightly stain these, you could paint them a different color, and I just wanted to make sure you saw that because it's actually kind of a great look. I also nixed the bolts. They would still be a great look, but the first two that I cut, I very carefully measured, I drilled them very carefully, I had my holes, and they didn't line up perfectly. And you don't want to do any step that's going to make your project look less professional. So it was actually making it look more crafty. So I just threw those two away and just kept going with plain ones. One thing to keep in mind, when I was cutting my pieces, if there's any little knots, these will fly apart on your saw. So try not to cut any place where there's an imperfection in the wood, and for sure, wear safety glasses with this kind of small, frail, brittle wood, because I had pieces that just flew over my head, and it would have been bad if I wasn't wearing something. And I will tell you that this clear power grab is my absolute new best friend. It holds stuff in place just like it was hot glue. It grabs it that fast. This is a construction adhesive, so watch this. It's not going anywhere. And there is not a nail, not anything in place. It's a tiny bit of glue from the wood to the metal, and it is locked in. So very excited. Next step is to go ahead and put our hammered gold paint on.